Chapter number 5. Baba's return with Chand Patil's marriage party, welcomed and addressed as Sai, contact with other saints, his satire and daily routine, the story of the Padukas, wrestling boat and Mohammedan and change in life, turning water into oil, pseudo Guru Jawhar Ali. Return with Chand Patil marriage party. As hinted in the last chapter, I shall now describe first how Sai Baba returned to Shirdi after his disappearance. They lived in the Aurangabad district, Nizam state, in a village called Dhoop. As well-to-do Mohammedan gentleman by name Chand Patil, while he was making a trip to Aurangabad, he lost his Mary for 2 long months. He made a diligent search but could get no trace of the lost Mary. After being disappointed, he returned from Aurangabad with the saddle on his back. After travelling 4 kilometers and a half, they came on the way to a mango tree, at the foot of which sat a fakir, queer fellow. He had a cap on his head, wore kafani, long robe, and had a satka, short stick, under his arm, and he was preparing a smoke chilim pipe. On seeing Chand Patil pass by, he called out to him and asked him to have a smoke and to rest a little. The queer fellow and or fakir asked him about the saddle. Chand Patil replied that it was his Mary, which was lost some time back. The fakir asked him to make a search in a nala close by. He went, and the wonder of wonders, he found the Mary there. He thought that this fakir was not an ordinary man, but a Avalya, great saint. He returned to the fakir with the Mary. The chilim was ready for being smoked, but 2 things were wanting: fire to light the pipe and water to wet the chapi, piece of cloth through which smoke is drawn up. The fakir took a prong and thrust it forcibly into the ground, and out came a live ember, which he put on the pipe. Then he dashed the satka and the ground, from where the water began to ooze. The chapi was wetted with that water, then wrung out and wrapped around the pipe. Thus, everything being complete, the fakir smoked and chilim and then gave it also to Chand Patil. On seeing all this, Chand Patil was wonder-struck. He requested the fakir to come to his home and accept his hospitality next day. He went to Patil's house and stayed there for some time. Patil was in a village officer of Dhoop. His wife's brother's son was to be married, and the bride was from Shirdi. So Patil made preparations to start for Shirdi for the marriage. Fakir also accompanied the marriage party. The marriage went off without any hitch. The party returned to Dhoop, except the fakir, who stayed back in Shirdi and remained there forever. How the fakir got the name Sai. When the marriage party came to Shirdi, it alighted at the foot of a banyan tree in Bhagat, Malsapati's field, near Khandoba's temple. The carts were loosened in the open courtyard of Kandoba's temple, and the members of the party descended one by one, and the fakir also got down. Bhagat Malsapati saw the young fakir getting down and accosted him. Ya Sai, welcome, Sai. Others also addressed him as Sai, and thenceforth he became Sai Baba. Contact with other saints. Sai Baba began to stay in a deserted masjid. One saint named Devi Das had been living in Shirdi for many years before Baba came. There, Baba liked his company. He stayed with him in the Maruti temple in the Chavadi, and for some time lived alone. Then came another saint by name Janki Das. Baba spent most of his time in talking. Another saints by name Janki Das went to Baba's residency. So also one Vaishya householder saint from Putambe by name Gangagir, always householder saint from Putambe by name frequented Shirdi. When he first saw Sai Baba carrying pictures of water in both hands for watering the garden, he was amazed and said openly, "Blessed in Shirdi that it got this precious jewel. This man is carrying water today, but he is not an ordinary fellow." As this land, Shirdi, was fortunate and meritorious, it secured this jewel. So also one famous saint by name Anandanath of Yavala Mata, a disciple of Alakota Maharaj, came to Shirdi with some people. When he saw Sai Baba, he said openly, "This is a precious diamond in reality. Though he looks like an ordinary man, he is not a ghar, ordinary stone, but a diamond. You will realize this in the near future." Saying this, he returned to Yavala. This was said while Sai Baba was a youngster. Baba's dress and daily routine. In these young days, Sai Baba grew the hair on his head, never had his head shaved. He dressed like an athlete. When he went to Raheta, 3 miles from Shirdi, he brought with him small plants of marigold, jai and jew, and after cleaning them, he planted and watered them. And devotee by name Vaman Tatya supplied him daily with 2 unbaked earthen pitchers. With this, Baba himself used to water the plants. He drew water from the well and carried the pitchers on his shoulders. In the evening, the pitchers were kept on the foot of the neem tree. As soon as they were placed there, they broke, as they were made of mud and not baked. Next day, Tatya supplied 2 fresh pitchers. This course went on for 3 years, and with Sai Baba toil and effort, there grew a garden on this site. At present stands the big mansion, Samadhi Mandir of Baba, which is now frequented so many devotees.